Crime Fighters, the searchlight on crime and criminality. Crime Fighters, the police and you.
At the Rivers State Police Command, these men purported to have terrorized Port Harcourt City for so long were arrested by the police in connection with so many cases of stolen motorcycles, popularly known as okada. What could have led them to all this? How did they carry out their operations? We present to you our findings.
The motorcycle snatchers, it was on information too. They were arrested at, I think, Takorodi Street, Port Harcourt here. When we saw them, they were in their Mercedes-Benz. They were coming to negotiate for a buyer who will be buying their, anytime they bring their motorcycle, they will buy them. So based on that, they were arrested. Because we have been having series of reports about car snatching, motorcycle snatching, where they drug people at times on gunpoint. They will collect the motorcycle and go away. So based on that, all of them were arrested, rounded up by detectives from SAS.
I'm Victor Onije from Imo State. I use drug to catch motorcycle. For instance, I will charter a motorcycle. Maybe from here now to the town market. I'll ask him that I want to see somebody there. And when we get there, I will ask him to wait for me. He will wait. I will go and buy biscuit. I will come out. Already, I will have one biscuit already that is mixed with that drug. And when I come out, I will buy the biscuit in his presence, give him. If he takes, we will continue the movement. If he doesn't take, I will just go my way. But when he takes, maybe for an interval of about 1 hour, he will be on sleep. When he is on sleep, I will then carry the motorcycle away from him. And when I take the motorcycle away, I will go out and sell it. That's all.
So how much do you sell the motorcycle?
Sometimes it depends on the kind of motorcycle, whether it is, that is what I mean, that it depends how new the motorcycle is. Some of them are not very new, some are just great. So if the one is new, at least 25,000, 30,000. If it is not new, maybe 18,000.
Okay. What is that drug that you apply to that biscuit that puts them to sleep within the few minutes that we talked about? How many minutes will the drug put them to sleep?
It depends on there are people that have different capacity, that is this thing. So it depends on how the person is allergic to drug. Some people will sleep for 1 hour and some maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Okay, so what is the name of the drug that you use?
Volume 5, volume 10.
How do you come with that sense of drugging biscuits to get your victims?
I got it from bad friends.
How many victims have you had so far?
At least 8 victims. This is not something, I don't do it every day. I have job that I do. I used to sell new brand shoes.
So why did you go to do that?
Just short. I'm sorry, just the work of devil.
Everybody keeps saying work of devil, devil, devil. Where do you have the devil?
The devil is at work. The devil is at work. Sometimes we keep you cobbleless. We keep you cobbleless. The fact that you can't even, you start thinking any other thing bad in your mind. Okay. And that is why I came to regret. I say, I think God has taken my life. I can't go on that again.
Do you sell to just any person you come by, or you have a particular customer you sell these machines to?
Please, I have somebody I used to sell to.
Does he know he buys from you regularly?
Not all the time.
Once you have machine, you go to him?
Yes.
And how much does he pay you?
I said it depends on the kind of the machine, whether how new it is. It is very new, maybe 25, 30, or these old ones. 18,
so whereabouts is the man that you sell to?
I think he's not around.
Where is he?
I can't find him.
The vehicle you are found with, the River State AA 486 BNY, How did you come in possession of the car?
Yes, I bought the car from a friend.
How much did you buy the car?
150.
What is the make of the car?
It's Mercedes 230.
You bought Mercedes 230 for 150,000.
It's second hand. The person has been using it. It's not new. They have been using it for a long time.
But
And it's not from the motorcycle money. Just for the money I sold for the last year's shoes when I sold.
Are you married?
Yes.
How many children?
I have no kid.
Does your wife know you do this, you snatch?
Just as this thing has happened now, he came to me.
At what time of the day do you take these machines from your victims?
Just in the daytime.
What time? What particular time?
Just as from 12 o'clock.
You start from 12 o'clock?
Anytime. I don't have, I think it can be 12 or 1. Just say I don't have a particular.
Do you have a syndicate? Do you have a group?
No group.
But you said you learned it from your friends. So how do you, if you don't have a
No,
group?
you would have all gone away from me. I can't even see any of them.
Where are they now?
I don't know.
Do you have some boys that you train as well?
No way. I cannot train anybody in this field. I cannot.
But how, if you learn from people, from the group, some groups should also learn from you, or will be learning from
I
you.
told you I have not and will never train anybody.
You do it on your own,
Yes.
secretly.
Yes, I have not and will not train anybody. Because not that I love doing it. I don't like each time when I want to do such a thing, I know within me I will be shaking. I will be shaking a lot. It's not my way, it's my life.
But you still go ahead and do it.
Just that's what I told you, that the devil is so.
You did the first one, it's not your way. You did the second one, it is not your way. You did the third one, it is not your way. You did the 8th one, the 8th time you went, it's still not your way. When will it be your way?
I think I told you that I still do shoe business.
Yes, you had shoe business at the corner. Is it that you weren't making enough money with your shoe business?
I used to make by God's grace.
How do you know Michael?
We are from the same place,
Which place?
same state, same local government.
How is it to you?
It's just like my brother and my friend.
Yes.
From
What does Michael do for a living?
Michael is a shoe cobbler.
You said you sell shoes, new shoes.
Yes.
You know selling shoes is capital intensive, especially new ones. And why would you have that kind of a very beautiful business and you decide to go to the road to deprive a man of his own machine? Why?
You see, there was a time something happened to me when I had some sickness, so the thing got me a lot of money. And see, my parents they're all late. I have nobody to assist me. That is why I decided to commit such offense.
Oh, you know it's an offense when you are doing it.
I know I'm not a 2 years old, but I know it's not good. And that is why since all this while I've been praying to God, praying that God should forgive me, so that after this matter, if I come out, I will not try it again.
At 32 years of age, you decided to be snatching motorcycle on the way, and you're asking God for forgiveness.
Yes,
How do you see your actions?
Yes, I know, even from the Bible, I know that even in the Bible, I read that if you do bad, no matter how the sin is, no matter how black it is, if you sincerely pray and ask God to forgive and just confess your sin, that God will, and tell God that you will not go back to it again, that God will do so. And that is why.
Yes, let me ask this question. A lot of you get into crime, believing that if you just say, forgive me my sins, it will be forgiven. Perhaps from what you hear people say, preachers say, the imam preach, is that why you resort to committing crime? At the end of the day, you say, oh, I pray to God, God forgive me my sin.
No,
Do you read the Bible and listen to it and read in between the lines of the Bible very well? Because I don't think it's just, I've committed a crime, like you said, I read in the Bible, if you ask for forgiveness, you'll be forgiven. Do you have at the back of your mind that after this, I will pray to God and God will forgive me? Then you go to do another one again. Because you've done it repeatedly for 8 times now. And I'm sure you keep asking God for forgiveness for 8 times that you go to snatch machine.
You see, now that I see the repercussion of crime, that is the painfulness. Maybe the other time when I used to pray, I know God will not hear that one because it is not from my whole heart. But this time that I've stayed and seen the repercussion of crime, I think I pray from my heart. I ask God to forgive me, and I will never go back to it again.
Do you use the shoe market as a cover-up?
It's not I use it as a cover-up. That is what I like, and I've been saying that if I get enough money, I'll have to open a very nice boutique store. That has been my mind.
You stole 8 machines and you sold one approximately, like you said, 25,000.
Like two of us can do the business and get 25,000. Then we'll share 25,000 into 2. You see, the money is very small, and that is why we've gone up to that 8 machine. Has it been something that we can just do once and get at least enough money? I think I don't. I'm from a Christian family. I can't continue.
The man you take his machine is an okada man. That is what he used to feed his family. When you're taking that machine, when you're depriving him of his daily bread, do you have any feeling in you? Do you have something that says, oh, what I'm doing to this man, is it right or wrong? Do you have that feeling?
Yes.
It does happen to you?
I have. Anytime I commit such a thing, if it is in the daytime, throughout that night, I will not sleep.
So, and you go back to it again?
You know what money is. That is why, throughout that night, sincerely speaking, I will not sleep. I cannot sleep. No matter you may feel that it is a lie, but throughout that night, I will never sleep.
And after that night, you get over it?
At least this is something maybe once in a month or once in 2 months, not every time that I indulge in such life.
Assuming the police had not caught up with you, would you have still continued with it?
No.
Once you're broke, the only thing that comes to your mind is to go to the road, use the biscuit on your victim, and you get money. You know that you easily get money.
No, it's not all the time. You can't. It's very rare. It's very rare. It's very rare.
But you do it once every month or twice every month.
Sometimes once in a month. Sometimes once in 3 months.
So what can you cast your mind back to when you actually started this business, this thing you call business? Cast your mind back to tell us when you actually started it.
I think I know this business at about 1899.
The issue of youths begins at home. So parents must do what they should do to bring up the children right. We think that there has been a lot of parental irresponsibility, and that is why we have such an army of irresponsible youths and youths that are pro-crime. So the work has to begin from the families, from homes, and we think that the schools have also a role to play in this. If all facets of society that are supposed to be involved in child development and the upbringing of our children, especially in the adolescent period, are up and doing, then we're likely to have a better society. The introduction of religious studies to schools will also go a long way to giving us, reducing the incidence of crime amongst youths in our society.
Crime fighters, the police and you, working towards a peaceful society for all.
Can you tell me what brought you here?
It was on that fateful date.
What fateful date?
On 4th April. So at Battle Street. So we're at our friend's house, one regional. So when the policemen come there and arrested us and brought us here, so I said that we're motorcycle snatchers.
He said,
I said that we're motorcycle snatchers. I said that we're motorcycle snatchers. Yes.
so tell me the trick you go about snatching motorcycle.
That's the same idea that he said.
No, you narrate your own.
Okay.
He has narrated his own.
Just when you pick a cyclist man, you tell him to carry you and go one or two places like that. And from there, you people make friends. So the biscuit has already been prepared. So you buy another one. And when you open it, you put that one that you have already dropped. So you eat and you give him. So when he ate it, after about 1 hour, he may dose. And you look for any nearby restaurants and drop the person there and go with the machine.
Now, there's this funny, when he eats that biscuit, would you be riding with him on the
Yes,
same bike?
he will be going, not that particular moment that he ate it, that thing will dose him. He will stay about some time, at least about 1 hour.
You would have timed him.
Um,
So, but what about if, like you said, what about if it's somebody that has a very light brain and he takes the biscuit and he slips off immediately? Aren't you afraid that you will fall off the bike?
no, he can't sleep. He can't even sleep immediately. At least by the time he ate it, you now then look for a nearby restaurant and now then relax with him and start taking some drinks. So I'm in the process that he can sleep.
And you leave him at the restaurant and take the machine.
Yes.
How many victims have you had so far?
10.
Huh?
10.
10. Where and where?
Warri, Abia State, and Imo.
Speak out.
Warri, Abia State, and Imo.
You live all the way from Rivers to go to Warri?
Because we are living in the town here, so we wouldn't like to do it here so that the person may not see you on the way and cut you.
So you prefer to go outside Rivers State to
Yes.
do it? These machines that you take, do you have a particular buyer you sell to?
Really, we have a person that we sold it to, so, but when we heard of this problem, it's nowhere to be found.
This instrument you're having, what is it called?
It's called alphabet.
Alphabet A to Z. It was found in the vehicle.
Yes.
And what do you use it for?
This thing is also used for shoemaking work because I'm a shoe cobbler. It's also used for shoemaking work. And then, like that machine, you can also use it to, when you clean the number, you can also use it to knock.
Can you show it? Show it to the camera. Hold it very well. Yeah, I want you to say that aspect where you can use it to affect the change.
I say like it's used. It has different work. Like now, you bought spoons. You can use it and name your name in a spoon. You can also use it and name anything like this drum or wheelbarrow. You can use it and name it. Then like something of the shoe work. After cutting the nora, you can also use it and size the shoe. Then in that machine, you can use it. So on that machine, but you have different work.
But have you used it on the machine?
I just bought it. I have not used it.
What was your intention of buying it?
My intention of buying it is that I want to really go back on my shoemaking work. That was why.
I hope you are truthful.
I'm truthful.
So all the machines we snatched, you didn't effect any change?
I don't infect it. The person that bought it knows it's a business machine, so I don't go ahead in disturbing myself in doing all these things. So that's why.
How much do you make from the machines that you stole so far?
Depend.
All the 10 machines that you've taken?
It's not a particular one day now. It's not something I do continuously now. It's something I do maybe once in a week or once in a month or once in 2 weeks, just like that.
So the 10 machines that you've snatched, how much are they total? How much money have you made from it?
But I can't record all now.
Are you married?
Yes.
You have children?
Yes.
Does your wife know you do all this?
She does not know, but it's through this case that she knows.
She knows. And how does she feel now? Did you
felt
tell
bad.
her the truth when she got to know?
I told her that it's because of motorcycle business that they caught me.
What kind of business? There are forms of business.
I told him that it's just motorcycle, that we took machine from somebody, so on the process that the police caught us.
Did you make her realize that you stole machine or you snatched machine from somebody?
Really, I'm not going into telling her the details, but I only tell her that I took machine from somebody, so along the line, I have this problem. So I didn't go further in narrating the stories, how it happened, or just like as I was narrating to you.
So why didn't you narrate to her? Because she's your wife.
I have not got the chance now. We're inside cell. She only come and bring food for me.
You've told us you're married. He has not had the gut to tell his wife the truth. Have you told your own wife the truth?
Yes.
What did you tell her?
I told her this is what I did.
What?
Maybe all the day that she has not known, but really, because so far as I've talked to God, I have to tell my wife too that this is what I have done so that she can forgive. It's best known to her. I know up till now she's not happy with me. I don't know what will be her mind, whether it will be breaking the family. So far as we've not had any kid, that's why I'm still, in my innermost mind, that's why I'm still regretting. Up to today, I'm still begging her to please take it easy and forgive.
How did you get into this business of biscuits? Poisoning biscuits for your victim? Michael?
I went to the business of that. It's a bad friend initiated me.
Can you speak out?
So it's a bad friend that initiated me in the business.
What do you mean bad friends?
So it's somebody that initiated me in the business.
Who is the person? Who is the person?
This Francis I'm talking about, but I just broke out from the business, which I don't know where it is now.
Okay. You have children.
Yes.
How do you feel now that you found yourself in this mess?
So it's just a double act.
People get involved in crime because they don't have things they are doing. You are a shoemaker. You are a shoe seller. So you have means of livelihood. So why do you have to now go to deprive a man of his own livelihood? That machine is what he used to feed his family. You go deprive him of his machine. Why do you do that?
Madam, I would say it's a temptation.